this really happened. These stories, they're real. They must be real.
A lot of people just decide to try to forget about it and kind of put it away and just make sure that it never happened. But it really did happen, so that's what we try to do today. Try to give more awareness to residential schools.
It is intense subject matter for anyone, let alone students in grade 7. But the legacy of Canada's residential school system has become part of the curriculum within Saskatoon Catholic schools. In Chris Wyman's grade 7 class, it began with a simple question. Had the students ever heard of residential schools?
So this project was a lot of very 0 to 60 learning, where it was having a very vague, remote idea of what a residential school is, all the way to having to go there in your head to be the character. It was a fairly emotional experience. The students were having a difficult time going there.
As part of their studies, students at St. Augustine School decided to create a film called The Caretaker Story to share what they had learned.
I think it was an important thing, and just because I feel like if it's something in a movie, lots of kids like movies, and if they see their favorite characters doing it, maybe they'll start to do it.
A Hollywood-style premiere was held at the school as the students unveiled their story about youngsters who find a journal that describes what life was like in a residential school. The project became nearly all-consuming for them, as math was about the only subject they studied that didn't incorporate working on the movie.
Basically, I got to school at 8:30. I was on the movie and I didn't go out for recess. Me and the editor crew just stayed in all day working on this movie until home time, basically. Yeah, that's all it was every day until we finished it.
I had to interact with a lot of people, and lots of people would frustrate me sometimes because they wouldn't exactly do what I asked them to do. So it was a lot of pressure on me, especially because we'd be changing a lot of things, but I really enjoyed the movie and it was such a blessing to be able to participate in.
And the project also received the blessing of Eugene Ark from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, who spoke at the event about his own residential school experiences.
I thought it was excellent, and any type of public education and understanding opportunity that our young people can provide to us gives whatever residential school survivors are left hope.
And although production has wrapped on the 42-minute film, Wyman hopes the lessons learned will last a lifetime for the producers.
One of the focuses in grade 7 is finding your voice. And every year we try and incorporate that whenever we're doing a play or a movie or anything at the end of the year. It's usually about finding a voice, being able to speak up for what you feel is right.
I call them warriors and lady warriors, and I don't use those words lightly. We have no alternative but to respect these young people who have earned the respect to go where adults don't want to go. More power to them. That's courage.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Simon Hyatt.